you can't fix what you don't see, and this scorecard really helps you see all the aspects of financial health. Churches do not rise and fall on good intentions alone. They rise and fall on clarity, courage, and execution. What's most exciting to me is witnessing the power of a financially healthy church and how God uses that to multiply resources and grow his kingdom. Joe, a lead pastor in Sacramento, recently called me and said, "We've made some great progress financially. We're in the middle of a capital campaign, we held a financial wisdom workshop, and we even helped one staff member buy a home. But I don't know that we're actually healthy financially." And that stuck with me. Joe didn't need another great idea, he needed a scorecard. So we walked through the 5 key financial areas: coaching, housing, giving, wisdom, and culture. And we rated them honestly, 1 to 10. It wasn't about perfection, it was about clarity. In 20 minutes, Joe realized that while he had made some great progress with generosity, they hadn't even touched coaching or culture. They had some momentum, but no overarching financial strategy. As a pastor, you know the value of balance in life, right? Well, you want that here as well. A great wisdom workshop without follow up would be like me only doing a single episode of this show, or helping one staff member buy a home, but not making it part of your church culture. Similarly, leaves a big gap for the power of community. You have to look at this as a whole. Joe says, "We've never looked at it all together. This dashboard, this scorecard really helped us see what's missing financially." Sometimes the biggest breakthroughs in life don't come from doing more. They come from stepping back and looking at the greater picture. Another church in the Bay Area that averages about 400 people on a Sunday used the Financial Toolkit scorecard during their elders retreat. And yes, in a second, I'm going to show you how to get that exact scorecard for your church. But they asked one simple question for each of the 5 key areas. They said, "Hey, on a scale of 1 to 10, how would we rate ourselves with the 5 key financial areas with coaching, housing, giving, wisdom, and culture?" And here were their scores. Coaching was a 2 out of 10. Housing was a 4 out of 10. Giving was a 7 out of 10. That was pretty good. Wisdom was a 2 out of 10. And culture was a 5 out of 10. And after they did this room of elders and key leaders, it got really quiet. Not because they were discouraged, but because they were finally aligned. They finally knew where to focus financially. They picked 2 areas to improve in the next 12 months, and they mapped out a generosity calendar and a financial wisdom rollout for this next year. As one elder said, "This gave us a shared language, the scorecard. It's no longer just one guy pushing a certain initiative. It's a team plan now. We finally feel like we're all rowing in the same direction financially." If you want to get your hands on that exact scorecard, download the free Financial Toolkit scorecard at pastorsfinancialtoolkit.com/6. As you know well, churches do not rise and fall on good intentions alone. They rise and fall on clarity, courage, and execution. And frankly, most pastors I know are flying blind financially. They say they want to grow in financial health, but they usually have no idea where to start. There's just too many options. That's why the Financial Toolkit scorecard gives you the 5 key areas of financial health and helps you rate them between a 1 and a 10 in each of those 5 areas, including real world descriptions so you can be honest and specific. And that 5th area, culture, is often the game changer because culture is how things feel in your church. Are money conversations normal or avoided? Do people see giving as discipleship or as pressure? Does your staff carry shame or even awkwardness around finances? Hey, you can't fix what you don't see, and this scorecard really helps you see all the aspects of financial health. You guessed it, today's free resource is the Financial Toolkit Scorecard. It's a 1-page self-assessment for your church across the 5 key financial arenas: coaching, housing, giving, wisdom, and culture. And it includes examples of what a 2 out of 10, a 5 out of 10, and a 9 out of 10 looks like in each category, so you're not left guessing. You can use it personally with your staff or with your elder board to create a clear plan for financial health. Get your own Financial Toolkit scorecard completely free at pastorsfinancialtoolkit.com/6. I built this scorecard because I've seen far too many frustrated pastors who care about financial health but are woefully unequipped to build financial momentum. They have analysis paralysis. Normally, they're stuck. There's like too many options. They have limited energy, have no idea where to start. But I've also seen the power of clarity and action once we share these best practices. I mean, none of this stuff is rocket science, guys. It just carries a lot of inertia with most pastors because it's finance related. So this scorecard doesn't require a consultant. It doesn't take a weekend retreat. All it takes is courage and honesty and about 20 minutes. What's most exciting to me is witnessing the power of a financially healthy church and how God uses that to multiply resources and grow his kingdom. After all, we know that in all things, God works for the good of those who love him, who have been called according to his purpose. And that's in all things, even with money. So you don't have to do this alone. We're here to help. And thanks to the generosity of kingdom-minded families, we're fully funded. All of our services are completely free. Make sure you download that Financial Toolkit scorecard at pastorsfinancialtoolkit.com/6. It's available for you there now. This wraps up season 1 of the Pastor's Financial Toolkit. You've now got 6 episodes and 6 free resources. First, it was coaching and 5 financial mistakes that Bay Area pastors make. Then housing part 1 and the pastor's housing playbook. Housing part 2, avoiding the exodus, solving the 7 housing pitfalls. Giving, 7 fresh ways to cultivate generosity. Financial wisdom, 7 signs your people are craving financial wisdom. And the scorecard, the Financial Toolkit scorecard. And this last tool, the scorecard, pulls them all together. So download it, score yourself, share it with your team, and choose your next step, and let us know how we can help. We're here for one reason, to see pastors and churches thrive. Grab the resource now at pastorsfinancialtoolkit.com/6. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss upcoming episodes. And until next time, don't forget to seek first the kingdom.